Hey guys, welcome back to Southeast Speed Shop. I got something pretty cool I want to show you. A quick update on the Falclone. We've been working on some fun stuff. So getting away from some of the chassis components and roll cage. I want to come up and work on the front end a little bit. So I need to get the front apron supports done on the car so that I can put the fenders on it and kind of finalize the front end of this thing. So I'll spend a little time dressing up these cuts through here. I'm leaving just the material that I think I'm going to use to weld to. I need to clean that up a little bit, but I'm going to weld in plates right here for a support plate, and then my tube will come out, come up, come across here. I'll kind of lean it in just a little bit, and then I'll put sheet metal down to it, maybe even do some dimple dies in there to make it look cool. Once this apron support comes in here, I'm going to kind of show you. I'll draw it out with this tube. So it'll come up sort of like this, come across, over, and then these guys here will connect to that upper portion of the support and go down, and I'm going to put a brace right here and a body mount. So these will connect around that, and then I'm hoping that I've got enough curvature and bend here that my turbos can sit inside of here. So come around, and I'll leave all of this open so that I can actually get the things. I really want it to be kind of open in there and kind of airy. I can get to the shocks, I can pull a wheel off and you know, get to the coilovers and adjust those at the track and so on. So I'm hoping this is going to be enough support. We'll see what it looks like a little bit later on, but just to give you an idea what's going on. So, oh, and you can see turbo headers. So we did like a this typically would be on this side, but I flipped them up because I just don't have the room. This chassis has got the shock supports are so high in it, it just doesn't leave me a lot of room. So I've got to go up with the exhaust to make everything work. So the turbos, since I think twins are the way to go, are going to sit right here. Probably have to cut a little hole in here, and they'll kind of poke through this front grill. So it's going to be, hope it'll look pretty cool. With all right, coming back over here to my mock-up motor, this is what I'm coming up with for those headers, and then I'm making a collector here to go down to my turbo with my T4 housing. So the turbos are going to come off the front like this. They'll be pretty low slung. I'm hoping that I still have enough height that my oil drain will be okay getting down to the oil pan. I think I'm okay, but we'll see how that goes. May just have to put a really large orifice line in it, so I'll make sure I got plenty of oil flow. But that's what she's going to look like. All right, so I want to show you the turbo setup on the car too. I think it's going to turn out really well. I'm excited about it. I think it looks good. So without further ado, we've got Twin Turbskies. Earlier in the video, I talked about how they're going to kind of sit through or come through this front apron support in this front header panel. And I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to cut some holes here to make room for either a turbo guard or filters, whatever I want to do. But you can see they tuck into there really nicely. There's a little bit of room in there, which is great. But they look really good kind of where they're positioned. I've still got plenty of room under the hood of this thing. I think I've got plenty of room to put my wastegates, which will come off right here on the front. And I think I'm going to use more of the traditional Ford style radiator. Probably have to do like a 3-core aluminum or something, but it should have plenty of room up here as well. I'll have room to pull my front wastegate off this side too, so they look very symmetrical in the front of the engine. But yeah, so here it is, twin turbos, and I really like how this is kind of turning out. It's very similar to kind of the style that you see on like a Nelson Racing or somebody like that, the way that they do their turbo setup. So digging it. And I think the best part about this thing, and let's get down low, once we get the lower profile intake for the engine, I have a good feeling that we're going to be able to tuck all this underneath that stock hood, and that's going to be killer. So excited about that. A little bit of update on these guys too. I told you I was making these bars, so let me show you how these things are going to work. So here is this bar. It's going to sit up in here. You can see that. Hard to hold the camera and do this with one hand, but basically this is going to fold in like so underneath here, and that'll create our apron support, and then we'll support it with a couple other beams. Again, these guys here will mount up here around the turbo and conceal that, but they'll support, and then I'll have another support bar come in here. So getting close. So a quick little update, a little bit different, get to work on something a little bit more fun. The turbo system in this car, which I think is gonna be wicked. So that's all for now. Just a quick little video, quick update, making progress. Got a long way to go and a short time to get there, guys. Hang with me. See you next time on Southeast Speed Shop. Please like, subscribe, leave me a comment below. Talk to you guys later. Peace.